Hi, it's Melissa here, and I'm back with possibly 2 layouts. I'm not sure how much I'll get done, but if it's not 2 layouts, it'll definitely be 2 videos. So I just want to show you what I did with this gorgeous stencil. So for the first one, so for this one, this page here, it's a white sheet of cardstock, and I just laid the stencil on it, and I just sprayed with some Heidi Swap Colour Shine. Then I very carefully lifted off the stencil, and I actually laid it down, so I turned it over and laid it down here and made this one on the craft background. So I guess it was using I can't know if it's positive or negative, but anyway, you got what I mean. So would have had the spray on it, turned it over like that, pressed it down. I mean, this is nothing new, it's been done by lots of people before, but I just wanted to show you what I did. So I'm going to make a layout now using this one. I already decided the order that I wanted these cut aparts and my photos. So the first step for me was just laying them down. And I made a layout recently, I didn't do a process video, where I stitched around the photos, and I really like the look that that gives. And for me, I'm used to lots of layering, but I don't know why, but I'm going through a clean layout style at the moment. So just sticking them down. I find that because I've used that gold mist on the background for the stencil, my tape runner doesn't hold very well. And on some of them I'll add some double-sided tape. And I'm only using a little bit because I want to stitch around them with my sewing machine. Just working out the placement here, and I think I did change up the order. And I find when I'm doing a grid like this with multiple photos, I want to make sure that my photos aren't next to each other or underneath each other. And I want to have a balance between the cards that have words on them. Some of them could almost be title cards, and ones that just have embellishment. And that one there with the light bulbs, with the lines on it, is a perfect spot for my journaling. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of this. I had an absolute nightmare with my sewing machine for this layout. Something to do with the tension in the needle, and I had to change the thread over, and I changed it to a thread that was quite thin, and so it kept pulling on the edges. But anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm the only one that will notice it, so I just have to move on. I misted this as a Dear Lizzie words actually. And I used a paintbrush with the mist, and in the end I just sprayed it because it didn't seem to take so well. And I think it looks really good on that dark blue card. Here I considered using these feather die cuts, but they don't make it. I don't really like the way they stick out the side. And now it's just a matter of layering. I said I wouldn't be layering, but layering my embellishments. This layout is incredibly simple for me, and because I'm down to the very dregs of the kit now, I want to use up as much as I can. So I'm just working out what looks good. That So Happy didn't make it on, it just doesn't work. Just playing around really. I'm loving how that stitching looks, especially on my photos. And I'm struggling with my glue there because I'm down to the last of it. I love trying to use up as much as I can. And there's still a heap left with this kit. And to date, this is the last layout I've made, but there is enough product probably to do one more. And I know I said at the beginning of my video that I would be making 2 layouts in this video, but due to just time restraints, it didn't happen. I'm using that 3 because just to show my 3 children. And I've scrapped these photos from this day quite a lot, and this one will go into the family album because it's got all 3 kids on it. Just Trying to work out what I'm doing. Okay. Still playing around with embellishments. There's a really great mix of pieces in this ephemera pack. I love it. It's my mind's eye mixed bag. And I think that they work really well with these photos, with the colours and tones of the photo. Normally I would struggle to use that little Polaroid picture frame, but it works. I think it works well on this page. It's not really much to say. I just put things down, don't think too hard about where I'm going to put them. If it looks good, I stick it down and then I move on. And I jump around a lot, which is something I didn't really notice until I started making videos. So I don't just work on one little square at a time. I just keep going until it feels done. And because this is a simple page, I don't want to overload it too much. I want the stitching to be a feature, and I want my photos to, well, with my style, I always want the photos to shine and to be a star. So any embellishment really is just drawing your eye into the photos. These photos were taken last November, and it's amazing how fast your children grow, especially my baby. But even looking at my oldest daughter, she's grown so much in the last few months. Trying to use up the enamel dots here, and I think I do a pretty good job at getting a lot down on this page. Enamel dots are something that normally I would hoard, so for me it's really satisfying to use up product. I think I'm nearly done. Those circles are great, I love them. I think they add so much. And they work really well with the enamel dots placed next to them. So here I'm doing my journaling, and this is really a factual piece of journaling about the day. And a little bit more journaling. And that, I think, is the layout. So I've got some close-ups after I write the date, and hopefully I'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.